Hi everyone, my name's Hailey, and today we're going to be doing a chair exercise. This one's good because we can do this at home. We can also do this wherever we need to, and I chose a chair today because it's accessible for everyone. So we're going to be hitting our upper body, our lower body, and our core, and then incorporating some stretch and some balance. So to start off with our warm-up, we can just start off with some light marches. You can take this at any pace that you'd like. You can do this fast, you can do this slow, whichever one you'd like to do. You can just really just do this for yourself to warm up. Awesome. And just make sure you're breathing. Looking good. And then in 5 seconds, we'll start to incorporate some arm swings. And 3, 2, and 1. And we can just start doing some arm swings, just switching whichever arm's on top. Just incorporating some upper body with this. Awesome. Alright. And we'll stop in about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now let's work on a little bit of our upper body. We can start doing some arm circles forward. And if you need to, you can do a slight bend in your arms if that feels better too. And you want as much space away from your ears to your shoulders. And you should be really feeling these in your shoulders. And then in a few seconds, we'll transition the other way. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll go the other way. And if you need to stop and take a second, readjust yourself and then go back in, that's perfectly fine too. Just make sure you're breathing, looking good. Alright, and we'll go for about 10 more seconds, really push through the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. And we'll do a little bit of our lower body, so we'll go into some squats. We're going to stand shoulder width apart with our feet, and we're just going to go down into a squat. You want to make sure your knees don't go over your feet. And you can put yourself with your hands in a fist like this when you go down. You can go out in front of you if you'd like, whichever one feels most comfortable for you. And you don't have to go very fast. We're just focusing on our form for this. Looking good. Alright, and we'll go for about 10 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, and last we're going to work on some cardio. We're just going to do some jumping jacks. If you don't want to go the full way, you can definitely just stop and do 1 foot out, if that feels better. Or you can do the entire thing. And again, we're going to just take these at our own pace. Slow. Nothing too fast. Get our heart racing a little bit. Awesome. And go about 10 more seconds. Just really push through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Alright, so let's incorporate our chair a little bit. We can push it right here out in front of you. So we're going to use the back of the chair first, and we're going to do some leg swings. So holding on to the back of the chair for more support, we can just kick our leg out to the side. We're going to focus really on our lower body here today with this stretch. And you should really feel it here on your sides. And if you want to, you can incorporate your hands on your hips or use that chair. Awesome, looking good. We'll do these for about 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1. Let's transition to the other leg. Oh, awesome. And if you don't want to go very high, that's perfectly fine. You You could do shorter ones here, or you can even do steps out to the side if that feels better. Awesome, looking good. And we'll transition to our next stretch in 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, so let's go back on our right leg. We're going to kick our leg out, and then we're going to go across to really work the inner leg. And if you need to, you can come down, stop, go across if that feels better for you. Or you can do it in one fluid motion for a little bit of a balance and harder stretch. And again, these don't have to go very fast. Take them at your own pace, whichever feels comfortable. Looking good, you guys. Make sure you're breathing. We'll do these for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, now we can shake it out a little bit. Go into our other leg. And you should really be feeling in our lower legs. Looking good. Awesome. Make sure if you need to take a break or some water, do that. Alright, we'll go for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so I'm going to transition this way for you guys. So we're going to be doing some leg kickbacks. So we're going to hold on to the chair for more support again. And we're going to take our right leg with a slight bend in it. And we're just going to kick out behind us. You should really feel these in your quads and your glutes. Make sure you're not rounding your back at all. You want a flat, straight back. And really hold on to that chair for support. You can readjust yourself and make sure there's a slight bend in that leg too. Looking good. And you don't need to go very high too. You can just go at a reasonable height. Don't have to go very far. And we'll transition to the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We'll go with the other leg. Looking good. Really just maintaining that stretch in the legs. And breathing, looking good, everyone. And we'll go for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we're going to go into a deep squat. So we're going to stand a little bit farther than shoulder width apart with our legs, and we're just going to go down into a little bit of a wider stretch, holding onto the back of the chair for more support and balance. If you want, you can put your hands on your hips, or you can go out in front of you and rest your arms on the top of the chair. So we're just going to stand a little bit wider, and we're just going to go down a little bit into that stretch, that squat. And again, we don't need to go down very far. We just really want to emphasize a little bit of our legs. Awesome. Looking good. And make sure you're just focusing on your upper body too, with a little bit of our posture and a flat back. Awesome. Looking good. And we'll go for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright. I'm going to go this way, and we're just going to do some lunges. So we're going to just stand a little bit of the ways from the chair to give ourselves some room, and we're going to step out in front of us, and we're going to go into that lunge and use the back of the chair when we go down for support and balance. You want to make a 90-degree with your knees, but make sure that your knees doesn't go past your toes. And if you want, you can put your hands on your hips again, or use the back of that chair. Awesome. Looking good. We really want to feel these in our quads and our lower body. We'll push through it. And do about 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now let's transition to the other leg. We'll go down. Awesome. Really make sure you're breathing. Looking good, everyone. Just bite through the burn. We'll do 5 more on this leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, we have 2 more exercises left after this. And we're going to just take our chair normally. We're going to place the back of our foot on this main part of the chair. And we're going to do a Bulgarian lunge. So we're going to do, placing our right foot on the chair, we're just going to go down in that squat. And if you want, you can have weights incorporated with it too. We're just going to hold it by our side so we can go down, or you can hold it, your hands in a fist like this. Doing great. Just make sure you're breathing. And we'll go for about 5 more seconds on this leg. You're doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Alright. And we'll do the other leg, putting the top of our foot on this chair. And we're going to go down into a squat. Looking good. Again, take this at your own tempo, whatever feels comfortable for you. Really should be feeling the burn and the squeeze when you go down. And about 5 more seconds on this leg and we'll be done with the lower body. 3, 2, and 1. Alright. So now we can focus on a little bit of our upper body. With me, I have these weights. These are about 5 pounds. You can use whatever you'd like, whatever you have. You can also use cans at home if that feels better. Whatever fits you best. You also don't need to use weights either. So we're going to do an overhead press. So we're going to take our weights and we're going to hold them right next to our ears and we're just going to extend forward up and come back down. Awesome. Looking good. Just going slow, nothing too crazy. Looking good, everyone. Really feeling the squeeze at the top. And we're going to do these for about 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we can come down and give ourselves a rest before we move on to our next stretch. We're going to be doing the chest press. So we're going to hold our weights out next to our shoulders. And we're going to extend forward out in front of us and come back in again. And this is really working our arms, our shoulders, and our chest. Looking good. Just out in front of us. And just go slow and controlled. Try not to use momentum. Maintain it. If you need to come down, give yourself a rest, or just leave the weights. You can also do that too. And just use your fists out in front of you. Remember to just go slow. Focus on your form. Keep those arms straight. Make sure to not drop it at all. And really squeeze back when we go into this phase. Just hold it there, squeeze, and go back out. Awesome, looking good. All right, and we'll do this for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now I'm going to work a little bit of our triceps. So we can take our 2 weights or our fist, whatever's preferred, and we're just going to do an isolated tricep extension. So we're going to do one arm at a time. We're going to extend it back behind us and back up to meet our hands again. Remember to have a good grip on these weights. And if you ever need to just put them down instead, that's perfectly fine. Just go slow and controlled. Really feel the stretch in our triceps. And remember to just keep a straight back, good posture, and make sure you're breathing. You're doing great. And we'll do these for about 5 more seconds, just transitioning from arm to arm. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now that we worked our triceps, let's work a little bit of our biceps. We're going to hold our weights like this with our palms up, and we're just going to squeeze and bring them up to our shoulders and back down. And we can transition from arm to arm, really just squeezing. Make sure you're not using momentum to try to bring it up, but using your weight. And you can use whatever weight feels comfortable for you. We're just focusing on our forearm, really feeling the strength when we bring it up. Looking good. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds. Keep pushing through it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we're going to go into our row. So we're going to scoot closer up towards the end of the chair, and we're going to keep our back completely flat, and we're going to lean a little bit forward and bring our weights up to our chests, and we're going to just do one at a time and extend backwards and bring it back up again and do a row. Awesome. And you want to make sure that your elbows stay relatively close to the sides of your body and not bring them out to the sides or anything, but keeping them relatively close when you're doing this. And maintain that slow and controlled movement instead of trying to go super fast. And then make sure that there's a straight line complete from your head all the way down to your back. Awesome. And just look straight out in front of you. Awesome. Looking good, everyone. And we'll do these for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last upper body workout today. We're going to do lateral raises. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have them straight down by our hips, and we're just going to go upwards and back down again. And again, you don't want to use momentum for this. You just want to make sure you have good weights. Bring them up, really squeeze, and then slowly drop them down. We don't want to go too fast with the dropping of these. Awesome, looking good. Just do slow and controlled movements. If you want to do just one at a time, that's perfectly fine too. Or you can do both at the same time. And if you need, you can add a little bit of bend in your arms, if that feels better for you too. We can keep them straight. Awesome. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds. Fight through it, you're doing so good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We can put our weights down and focus a little bit more on our lower body. So we're going to start with some knee extensions. So sit where your knees are just comfortable right over the edge of the chair, and we're just going to extend our lower leg outwards. So we can make a straight line with our entire leg. If you want to hold on to the back of the chair, that's fine. Or you can hold to the bottom. Whatever is easiest for you. You want to make sure when you bring your leg up, you're just squeezing a little bit so you can feel it in your quads. And a little bit in your glutes. And we'll transition from side to side. Looking good. And then we'll go for about 10 more seconds on these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we can scoot up a little bit, and we're going to do some knee hugs. So we're just going to take our right leg, meet up to our chest, it there for a minute and bring it back down. And we'll do so on the other leg. And these don't have to go very fast. We want to make sure that you're really just holding at the top there to feel the stretch in our hamstrings a little bit and our glutes again. Looking good. And just making sure you're breathing. And this is a good time to focus a little bit on our posture. Make sure shoulders are flat and our back is flat. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds. Looking really good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So now we're going to stay on our chair like this, and we're just going to do some knee raises. So we're just going to bring our leg up and down again, and up and down again to really focus on our quads. Again, holding onto the chair for support if you'd like, and make sure we're paying attention to our posture. Awesome. Make sure you're just squeezing at the top. And we don't need to go very high. Just where it's comfortable and you feel a little stretch. Awesome. Looking good. Do these for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now let's focus to a little bit of our core. So we're going to do some bicycles. And I like to prefer to hold on to the back of the chair. You can hold here, whichever's easiest, or you can just go across your chest like this. And we're going to sit a little bit forwards on the chair, lean back, and we're just going to do a bike motion like this. You should really be feeling it in your core, holding yourself up. Awesome. Make sure you're really squeezing. If you need to stop for a minute, go back up. Perfectly fine too. Awesome. Looking really good. We'll do these for about 10 more seconds. Try to do as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, give ourselves a break, come up a little bit, and then we're going to do some crunches. So still holding on to the back of the chair if you'd like, or you can put your hands behind your head like this, and meet your elbows to your knees. We're just going to do that crunching motion. So we can bring our knees up to our chest and back down again. Really make sure your core is stable, you're squeezing it, making sure it's engaged. Make sure you're breathing. Awesome. And if you want, you can meet your elbows to your knees if you'd like, for a little bit more of a stretch, or you can just hold on to that chair. Awesome. Just do slow and controlled, nothing too fast. Do for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so you don't have to do this, but you can grab one of your weights if you'd like, and we're going to do a tummy twist. Just holding on our weight like this. We can twist to this side, come back, twist to the other side, come back. If you don't want to use a weight, we can just put our hands in our fist, go like this, go from side to side, or you can put our hands on our hips too if you prefer. These are really working our lower back along with our obliques. Just make sure you're breathing and try not to go too far when you're going back. Looking good. You guys have done so good. We'll do these for about 5 more seconds and we'll transition into our last stretch. Alright, and let's transition. So now we're going to do some ankle touches. So we're going to sit relatively normal on the chair, have our arms straight out, and we're just going to go down and touch our ankles. We'll come back up and do the other ankle and just really reach down, touch our ankle. And if you can't, you can definitely just go down to touch your knee, if that's better for you. Or you can go all the way down, touch your ankle. These are good to just go slow, breathe. And push yourself. You're almost there. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds. You got it? Make sure we're focusing on our form. Make sure our arms are straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Awesome. All right. Now let's do a little bit of stretching while we cool down. So staying in our chair, we can just do our across the arm hold. And make sure you're not holding it here at the elbow. You want to hold it right here at the wrist. And really just stretch it. You've done really good today. Just take this time to breathe and relax. We can take 2 deep breaths, one in and one out. One in, one out. Awesome. Let's transition to the other arm. And let's do 2 deep breaths, one in, one out. Awesome. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. Awesome. And out. All right. And we can do our tricep stretch. So bring our one arm bent this way and reach over top. And really feel that stretch in our triceps. Some we'll hold here for a little bit longer. And then we'll transition to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. We'll come out and reset and go to the other side. Awesome. Hold here for a little bit longer. And we'll come out. So now let's do a little bit of our sides. So hold our right hand on our hip and just reach over to the side. So I'm going to try to go as far as you go. The point of a little discomfort. Hold here. And we'll come out, shake it out a little bit. We'll go on to the other side. Awesome, you guys have done so good today. In 5 seconds, we'll transition. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we can do a little bit of our wrist stretch. Take your right hand out. We're going to push our fingertips down a little bit and just hold here. Take some deep breaths. Right. We'll transition to the other arm in 3, 2, 1. Out. And the other side. Awesome. Just breathe. Cool down. And out. Alright. So now let's work a little bit of our legs. So we're going to sit on the side of our chair like this, where one leg's on, one leg's off. And we can just extend our one leg outwards in front of us and reach down to our toes. Or if you'd like, you can come off the chair and just kind of do one of those side lunges. Or you can use that chair for a little bit of a lower modification. And you just want to reach down to your toes. If you can't reach down to your toes, your knee is perfectly fine. And if you want to incorporate a little bit of that side stretch again, you can do that too. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Just hold out here for a little bit longer. Feel that stretch in our hamstrings. We'll do 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now let's go to the other side. You can go to the other side of the chair. Just extending that leg outwards and straight and just reaching towards it. And again, incorporating that side stretch if you'd like. Or not, you can just hold your knee or under your leg if you'd like. Looking good. And we'll hold this for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, last stretch we're going to do seated down. We're going to bring our right leg to meet our inner leg. And we're going to do like a half stretch here in our chair. If you want, you can do this on the ground too if you'd prefer. And we're just going to really stretch in that leg. We're just going to hold here. It's a good time to focus and readjust our posture, bring our shoulders down. I'll hold here for about a few more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that out. We'll bring the other leg in. Just hold there. Again, focus on our posture. Awesome, doing well. Go about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, last stretch today. We're going to move our chair over here to give us some room. We're going to stretch our quads a little bit, so we're just going to stand normally. Meet our feet back to our glutes, and just hold there and really feel it here in our quads. And if you want to, you can hold onto the chairs for some balance when you're doing these. Or you can just put your hands on your hips for more balance, or use that chair. And just really stretch and hold here for a little bit. Go for about a few more seconds on this leg. Alright, we'll come down. We'll do that other leg. Put your hand on your hip for more balance. Or use that chair. You've done so well, really push through it. Good time to focus on our balance and our breathing. And then in 3 seconds, we'll come down. 2, 1. Alright, and final thing today is just take a few breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll do 2 of them. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Awesome. Great job today. Thank you.